And we are back.
We're back.
What's up, motherfuckers?
I'm sorry, I'm posting something super urgent in the foraging and gardening chat on the Discord.
Is it super urgent?
It is.
It's like super duper urgent? Like the world is going to end?
It's possible.
Okay. I don't like how big I am on the screen over here.
Okay, so that's
I
done.
feel like I need to be... Why is this so big? I don't like this. I guess that's just the way it's going to be. Well, whatever. I'm taller than you are.
That's
there we go.
Accurate anyway. You just had to relax.
Just had to lean back.
Welcome, guys. Pop-up live, like we promised.
Yeah, random pop-up lives. Although this is definitely not a private pop-up live. This is a YouTube pop-up live because we had an interview tonight that did not go through.
Yep.
So we have free time.
I feel like we got ghosted.
I do kind of feel like that. I feel like...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not good. That's okay, though.
Oh, before I forget, I wanted to shout out somebody from the Discord. So it's hard to believe the Discord's only been open for like 3 months.
Almost 4. Yeah, almost 4 months.
But I think it's super dope being part of that community because we can see people grow and they're implementing the changes in their life that they want to see and they're seeing progress and they're happy. And I just want to shout out Lorraine. Like, girl, you are doing absolutely amazing. And I just want you to know we see you.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
I just got super emotional because I found a rap song about plants and it's really good.
That's funny.
Really good. Ooh, Scully Loves. Hello, First Live.
Love that.
Welcome.
I have so much like new toy stuff that I want to show up that's camera nerd shit that no one's going to give a fuck about.
I give a fuck.
I meant like show and tell for like the vlog and like the live streams and like, look at this new cage for the camera.
I'll go get a plant if you want to do that. So we can both be sharing something that nobody really cares.
Just save it for the vlogs.
Okay.
I love that you were so ready to run to go get a plant.
I was. You'll hear my Crocs slapping on the tiles.
That's funny.
I'm here. I was not notified. Do you have the bell turned on? And if you do have the bell turned on, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, send YouTube a letter. We are going to be getting our YouTube play button either Saturday or Tuesday.
I am so excited about that.
Yep. It's funny because they gave me 2 different tracking numbers. And one of the tracking numbers still says Saturday and the other one says Tuesday.
Well, we got 2 of them, right?
Well, I asked for 3. And they said, you got to pay for the other 2. And I'm like, okay, I'll pay for them. But I never got like here's how you pay. But why did I get 2 tracking numbers? It'd be cool if they sent me 2. But if we get 3, that's, but even if we just the 1 is enough.
Right, yeah.
But I want to buy the other 2 so that we can put one in the whiskey room and one for AJ.
I want one in my plant area. Can we get 4?
I mean, we can buy as many as we want once we actually get a hold of somebody from YouTube to contact us back.
I would like that.
If we only get the 1, it's going to go in the whiskey room. I'll mount it right underneath of the TV above the whiskey.
Okay.
Super pumped about that.
I saw somebody say that they want to have plant talk with me. I think it was Rissa. I've been thinking about doing like little lives back in my plant area on TikTok, but that's not maybe. This isn't a Patreon only live, so
yeah, I don't see why not. I mean,
a live to an open TikTok wouldn't take away from because this is the same thing.
Yeah, you just have to make sure that that's what you're talking about because you're gonna get bombarded with the normal shit.
I know the questions for advice, and some people ask really good questions, and
yeah,
it is actually a lot of the time that's really good conversation on TikTok. I feel it's productive and
yeah. You're normally on there for an hour or 2.
Yeah.
Oh man. So we have no topic tonight. So if you guys have some questions, you can shoot the questions. We'll answer them. We are going to have a discussion about I guess technically a Ruminations and Revelations because we were going to have to do that anyways.
Yeah, just do it live.
So we can do it live and then we can just clip it. I won't have to do a whole lot of editing because it's here.
Right.
And then if they have things that they can chime in on, we can do that as well, I guess. But people are saying, yes, plant talk. I'm just getting into gardening and foraging too. Lorraine said, I know in a year's time, I'll be sending an update on my growth that I owe you both for so much knowledge and learning. I love that.
very much look forward to that update.
I'm liking the long-term updates.
Me too.
Episode 32 is a 2-part email update, and then an actual email. But
yeah.
Tanika sent us a super chat. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Listening to you daily has helped me in my everyday life with communication from work to my relationship. Thank you for amazing work. Megan said, thank you for creating this awesome community. Thank you guys for the super chats. That goes a long way. We really appreciate that. It's Rissa. Peaches, my stone brain just said Peach and Chong. And now I'm just going to use the magic of Photoshop. I will be making that.
I am so excited to see this.
I was able to watch your vlogs this week. Thank you for that. Do you find a graphist for your chess creation? We actually had Jeff Graham develop the chess pieces. And then we had another one that's on the business cards that we sent out that we bought off Fiverr, which I hate, but it is what it is.
I saw someone say that they can't keep orchids alive. Orchids are so temperamental and delicate, and I'm very intimidated to bring an orchid home. I look at them every time I go to Lowe's or something.
John said that those are really, really hard to grow because they have to be grown in a sterile environment or they'll die. So somebody, real quick, just to change the subject, somebody sent us an email about this, but they're in the chat. Her name is Ashley. She said, I recently sent an email. However, I ran across a YouTuber that thinks all women are OF creators. What do you think?
I don't think that.
I know a woman right now who's sitting across from me that is not an OF creator.
No,
I'm sure there's a whole lot of women in the chat right now that are not OF creators. That's what I think.
Yep.
I didn't actually watch the video. I don't have time for that kind of dumb shit. I got to be honest. It bothers me that people are so fucking vague with the things that they say sometimes.
Oh, RJ.
Oh, is that the same RJ that sent us the package?
I think so.
Did he say something?
He said, I hope you're having a wonderful evening or something. I saw the unique username and that caught my eye. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't even know what the OF website looks like. I know the logo is the blue and white, but that's it. Keep going. Keep going. Stop.
Right I see it. Yeah, that's the same one. It is. Thank you for that. We opened it already because it was heavy and we couldn't figure out what it was, and I was impatient. And we don't have enough friends to actually play 4-person chess, but if we ever get a group of people over that can play, it's game on.
I'm pretty excited about that, yeah.
Can play teams.
It's Jenny.
2v2.
We had an amazing 4th of July.
Yeah, we did. We still have fireworks left over.
We do.
After 2 hours, we're like, all right, this is enough.
I was like, okay, we gotta. I felt so bad for the neighbors and their dog.
I don't.
No.
Nope. I mean, I don't know if the neighbors right here have a dog. I know those over there do.
Yeah.
But they didn't come out in force this year like they did last year. And I don't know if it's because the hurricane destroyed a lot of their house and they're not financially okay. But last year they went really hard on the 4th of July.
They did.
Like hard. I'm like, all right, bitch, game on. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I bought my $26,000 car doing OF, LOL. Yep. Doesn't mean that every woman does it, though, and that was the question. All Aldi is you get what you pay for. I don't get it. Oh, the Aldi supermarket? I don't know. Do you guys happen to see that Cut My Plants Into Pieces video reminded me of Peaches right away?
Yes, I did see that.
Are you going to do an updated Gentleman, Good Woman episode? Ooh, that's a good question. Yes, I am, because I have an entire thing dedicated to situational awareness. The problem with the updated Gentleman list is that I put everything that I had in my mind on that list, and it took me days to create it. So, like, I would have to sit down and do a whole bunch of research to do new things on that list that is not there. I think that there should be like an evolution of the Gentleman, though.
Okay.
I definitely think that would be a good video.
Yeah, I've been thinking about redoing the women's one.
LOL, y'all went hard on the freedom fireworks. How much freedom did y'all set off on a scale of 1 to 10 eagle screeches? We set off at least 9.75 eagle screeches.
I was about to say, it got to the point to where everyone, including adults, covered their ears.
Yeah. I definitely had tinnitus in both ears by the time we were done.
Yeah.
We set off so many fireworks that the cars that were coming down our road just pulled over and parked.
Yeah, they did.
And were just watching us set off fireworks.
Yep. Are we still going hit for hit? Yes. And that first hit's now, guys.
Reshirts. What is a reshirt? Somebody asked if we have public photo albums of your photography. So she is Miss Burkett Photography on Instagram, and I am Chris Burkett Photography on Instagram if you want to see our individual photos.
I am currently spamming that Instagram with my photography photo because
Yeah.
there's really nothing on there.
ZYXWVU1234. Thanks for being you. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. Oh, I love it's a little pear. That's so cute. I'm getting ready to post a photo on Instagram that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Come on, do the thing.
Ashley Grow, I would recommend that you have them read Buddha and the Borderline and Walking on Eggshells. Stop Walking on Eggshells. That's my advice for the partner with BPD thing. I know Peaches played an instrument. What kind of music do you listen to? What kind of music do you listen to? Everything.
I really listen to everything. Yeah. My gem playlist, it starts with like Bye Bye Bye. And then that can go into like Hips Don't Lie. And that can go into like X Gonna Give It To You.
X Gonna Give It To You.
And then from there it could be like, what is that? Jill
Scott?
Yes.
Oh man.
It'll go into her.
Let me tell you. That's that. You and I are not going to talk. We're just going to vibe, listen to music in the car music. Who is Jill Scott Volume 1? Whole fucking album is fire.
I really wish I could do spoken word the way she does.
I wish I had the skill to write the way she does because I wrote poetry for a long time.
Yeah.
Her shit is fucking clean.
She's good.
And then she ended up on a fucking Nationwide commercial of all things.
A Nationwide commercial?
Yeah, she did two Nationwide commercials. Nationwide
is on your side.
Yeah, she did two of them. She's got a restaurant in Philadelphia too.
Ooh, good for her.
Yeah. Okay, so let's have a conversation. Let's do a Ruminations and Revelations.
Okay.
We got an email the other day. It was short. It was like, I don't know, half a paragraph. And it was like, is that even a thing? A half a paragraph? Is that like a 2 sentence? Is that a half a paragraph?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm pretty sure the sentences has a minimum of 4 sentences.
Okay, so it's half a paragraph. Cool, We'll go with that. That said, why is it that men can have a man cave and there is not an equal for the opposite sex? Mm-hmm. So first of all, there is. It's called a she shed. They even made a commercial about it where the chick was like, somebody set fire to my she shed.
Yeah.
He was like, oh no, not the she shed, as he's holding the water hose. Dustin Williams, thank you for that $20 super chat. It means a lot.
Thank you.
So I actually have a thought process on this whole thing. And I believe, and we talked about this very briefly, and I was like, no more. We'll talk about it on our Revelations, or Ruminations, so that we can actually have the discussion. I don't think that there is an imbalance between a man having a man cave.
Zeke and I had the exact same thought when you said she shed. It took everything in me not to say that. We are on the same wavelength tonight.
But that, I don't think that it's an unbalanced thing for a man to have a man cave or a room dedicated in the house for whiskey or cigars or whatever it is that he's into, because most of the time men do not have a say in decorating in the rest of the house. And though we might be able to be like, yeah, we like the couch or we don't like the couch, ultimately, the rest of the house is more about your creature comforts and the things that you want because you utilize it a lot more than we do.
Right. Whatever family photos you want to put up or
Right.
botanical flower things you want to hang on the wall with writing behind it. Live, laugh, love.
Yeah. Kitchen.
Kitchen is the heart of the home.
Yeah, right. But it's more than that. Like,
Yeah.
we may have a say in like helping to pick out the couch if we go, But in reality, you are going to use the living room and all of the spaces of the house a lot more than most men do. A lot of us will just use the garage and the bedroom because that's what we utilize when we're home.
Right.
There are men, obviously, who have game rooms and do all of that shit. But when I first brought this up, you were like, that's not really true. And I was like, but is it though? And you're like, okay, wait a minute. And then we started, and I was like, all right, save it for ruminations.
Right.
So you've obviously thought about it since then because you had some little jokey jokes. And like, are you agreeing with me now?
So this conversation, it was a ride for me because you approached me with it and you said your little blurb and I was like, no. And you're like, think about it. And I was like, I thought about it. And I was like, I don't think I agree. And you're like, and I started rambling. I was like, right, well, I redecorated the kitchen because you did the kitchen. You waved around and you're like, look. And I was like, I've looked and I did it. And I was like, but I'm in here majority of the time.
Right.
And I was like, we're getting ready to redo the living room and you're going to have say in that. And you're like, yeah, but why are we redoing the living room? And I was like, it's because I said I wanted to do it.
Right.
It's because I want to redo the living room. I want it to look nicer. I want it to look more neat, more modern.
Right.
More feng shui and everything's one color. So even though you're going to have a say in it, it boils down to you would live in that living room probably with just your computer desk.
Oh, yeah.
A TV behind you and a coffee table for you to put your feet on when you turn around in your computer chair.
Yeah. I mean, with our computer desks being in that living room, I would be okay with getting rid of all of the living room furniture and turning it into a podcast studio.
Yeah.
I really, the only good thing about that living room is that we can sit on the couch together and watch television. But now that we've got the whiskey room and the love seat back there, we could do that back there anyways.
Right.
Dave Chappelle said that men don't give a shit about social status the way that women do. Men buy nice houses because they know they can fuck women in nice houses.
Women have a standard.
Right. They should.
Yes.
They fucking should. But nowadays they're having babies with men who live at home with their parents, but that's a whole different discussion.
So I agree. When it boils down to it, if I approached you and said, babe, I want to redo the living room, and you're like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it like Ford's garage and get wheels and shit and mufflers on the wall. I'd be like, let's get you a man cave.
So
I don't want to look at mufflers on the wall. So that's where that comes into where there really isn't an option because he's really not able to freely express himself because a wife doesn't want to look at a muffler on the wall. I would say 8 out of 10 times. 8 out of 10 times, yeah.
I know dudes who have their motorcycles in their living rooms.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good for them. Do they have a little spot where they park it? And
yeah, in the living room. Every day, their motorcycle goes in their living room when they're done riding. They're single men. They don't have a garage, so their bike goes in the living room.
That's dope.
I mean, I guess.
That's going to go away when they get married.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Enjoy it while you can.
Yep.
I would say goodnight to my motorcycle.
Would you?
Yeah.
Give it a little pat?
Yeah. Click off the light. Good night, Charlotte.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
If you had a she shed, how would it be decorated?
Oh, man. All right. So how big is this she shed? Do I have a lot of space going on?
Well, I mean, I have my whiskey room is technically my man cave.
So like that size?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay, so that size. I would want it to be...
Call it a 10 by 12.
Windows.
Well, that's easy. Just windows?
Windows.
Nice.
And
no furniture?
I want it to be... yes, furniture. But I want it to majority be windows and the roof of it be like that wooding. Like slat wood, like the... And I want to be able to open it. Open like a paneling in the roof to get like breezes going. And I want there to be flowy curtains.
This is why you guys don't have she sheds. You shot your entire budget modifying the roof. Yeah, you're broke now.
You asked me what would I want it to look like. Like this is I'm a dream she shed.
Okay. So money's not an option. Dream she shed. Got it.
Yeah, I'm just going balls to the wall, make it or break it.
Okay. So I won the lottery and I have a 10 foot by 12 foot space. I can do whatever I want with.
Yes.
Got it.
Flowy curtains, like sheer, nice feeling, like texture is very pleasant. And I want there to be wooden floors with like certain rugs in certain spots that are nice and fluffy because I want to be barefoot. And I want to have an area dedicated just like a plant wall. And it's just going to be all plants. And then on another wall, I can have like my oddity things, like my little bat and like my little skulls and whatever sticks and rocks I find when I'm out foraging for things. So I think it's going to be...
So no furniture.
There's going to be furniture. So it's going to be a back wall, a side wall. And I think I'm going to have one wall of windows. The front door...
So you're talking actual shed then instead of just a room.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you said she shed. I don't view that as a man cave. That's just a room in the house that we both get to enjoy.
Zach said, she said her she shed has some shiplap. Oh, that was difficult. Sheldon said, yeah, I want a she shed. Here's 15,000. Okay, my she shed will cost 85,000. That's what you were doing just now. You're looking at like 35 grand just to modify the roof, babe.
I wasn't given a budget. When I'm not given a budget, I will run free. This is why I always ask you when I go out, how much can I spend? How much can I spend? Because I will go until zero. And I want little twinkling lights that come down in the curtains. So at night when the windows are open, like crack just a little bit and there's a little breeze going and I can hear the leaves going in the wind. I want like the lights to get caught up in the curtain. It's like this little whimsical, like little flurry. I want to have a really comfy, like, I don't know if I want like an egg thing hanging from the ceiling.
To really solidify the femininity of the room, it's got to be the egg.
Maybe, yeah.
Right, okay, to symbolize an ovary, right?
Yes.
Okay, just drive in that point home that this is your space?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I ooze enough of that. I want to, the symbolism.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it would be very... And I'd have a little fountain in there somewhere, a little blah, 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 in the background. Yeah.
Bethany said, we always need a budget.
Yes, I've been thinking about in the car.
Every HGTV home makeover ever. We make 50,000 a year, but our budget is 300 grand.
Yeah.
That's funny. So funny.
Yes, a peach tree planted in the middle of the room, planted in the floor, in the ground. I want to grow up through, and I want there to be a circular window around it. Yes. I love that idea. It's fantastic.
That's funny. So I looked over a minute ago and everybody's like, I want a man who looks at me the way that he looks at her.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel really good, guys. I'm glad that you guys noticed that we are still stupid for each other. But now the comments are coming through saying how much happier I look today. I really went through it last week, guys.
Yeah.
Like I did. And like I know that I kept saying that I was depressed. Like I even said it in the vlog, and it wasn't depression. I was just going through it. Like I had a lot to process and it weighed on me heavily, and I'm over it now. So She Mansion.
Yes.
Magic Treehouse vibes.
Oh, I love that book series. I can't wait until the kids are old enough to actually understand that book series and get so into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said that you don't think the whiskey room is a man cave?
No.
I literally decorated the entire room the way I wanted it.
Right.
There's a fucking toolbox in there.
There is. I think it looks fantastic. I love being in that room.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you want me to call it your man cave?
No, it's
Do you
the
want that title?
it's the whiskey room.
Right.
I don't know what I would do if I had a man cave.
I mean, you've had one.
I mean, I technically have a house that I do whatever I want in.
I thought you were gonna say house cave. I mean, like, yeah, that kind of is what it is.
Well, I do have the building that's right next door.
Right.
That has a gym in it. I mean, technically that was my man cave at one point. Now it's a gym. But unless I got like a pool table and a full liquor bar in there,
I'm so good at pool.
I would wreck you at pool. Just like I wreck you at chess.
Chess, yes, I admit. Even when we sat down, I was like, hey, I might have like hyped myself up a little bit. You need to prepare for me to be absolute garbage at chess. I am good at pool.
Okay.
I will stand on that ground. I used to hustle people for money playing pool.
Okay.
Sorry for the people I did that to, by the way. I was a different person.
Whiskey room do be nice. The shop can be your man cave. It's the Chris cave. I really don't know what I would do. I gotta be honest, it would just be an extension of the whiskey room because I really like the feel of that room. If I could extend that room out so that it's double the size, and I could have the whiskey room set up in there, and then an area for my photo equipment, that'd be perfect. I could have the toolbox in there, a gear cage for all my shit, and like a workbench that has an overhead camera, so that we could do unboxing. That would be super great. But
Wow. Did you guys see the picture I posted on my Instagram? What did you guys think of it?
Sheldon said they want their money back in To Be Better merch. Speaking of To Be Better merch, rename the podcast room Burkett Boardroom. For those of you who didn't know, we do have a t-shirt drop happening the 16th.
16.
Not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. We have 2 shirts that'll be dropping. We have the Sailors and Horse shirts that'll be dropping, and the Accountability shirts that'll be dropping. And by we I mean I, because I'm waiting on you. I created the first of the his and her shirts today. Peaches is going to create the her shirt. I created the him shirt, and when that's ready, I'm going to order probably 500 of each and just stick them in that on the site. I'm not going to do them as a limited drop. I think that'll be one of the staple shirts that we have.
Are we going to actually wear these shirts together?
Yeah, I will be that guy.
Thank you.
I will. I will totally be that guy.
Yeah.
Yep. 0 fucks given.
That makes me feel good because you've changed your shirt when you realize we're wearing the same one.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't be wearing the same shirt.
Right.
Because my shirt will be specifically written towards you and your shirt will be specifically written towards me. So it's a his and her shirt, not a we're wearing the same shirt. I feel like a twat wearing the same clothes as you.
Why?
I just do. Like, we don't need to be that twinsy couple.
Tweezy. I feel like we're... X gonna give it to you.
We're going to have to get matching fanny packs if we wear the same shirts.
Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Yes, the Crocs.
Polly said, question, I'm driving to Florida August 6th to Port Canaveral. Anything I should stop and see on my way down? I don't know what is near Port Canaveral, but if you're anywhere near Big Talbot Island or Jekyll Beach, or I'm sorry, Jupiter Beach. Jekyll Beach is in Georgia. Jupiter Beach, that's where Blowing Rocks Preserve is. It was my favorite place in Florida to take sunrise photos.
Yeah. I just saw it. Where to go? It's somebody's birthday today.
Karen Wilson, happy birthday.
Yep, I just saw that. Happy birthday, Karen.
Watch Idiocracy. You will think different about Crocs. I don't remember anything in that movie about Crocs, but I remember that movie a lot. To Be Better fanny packs. That's not happening, guys. We're not doing fucking fanny packs.
I would love a canvas fanny pack.
If we ever did fanny packs, we would have to have like custom made fanny packs so that you can easily conceal a firearm inside of it.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Chris can get the floodlights for his Crocs in case he needs to go into 4-wheel drive. Will you guys put stuff on the back? Be better, work on yourself, front, just be better. So let me read the super chat, Lorraine, and then I'll answer your question. Any advice for staying close with your husband postpartum? About to have our second baby and currently have a 1-year-old. So you actually didn't even come out of your postpartum and you're about to go right back into it? That is not exciting.
Okay, so I did that. I had my son 12 weeks early. And I got pregnant with my daughter when my son was... Okay, so it's crazy because he was born prematurely. He was born 2 months prematurely. he was 6 months old because of the premature, but at that time he was technically only 4 months old. So I got pregnant when he was 4 months old, gave birth to my daughter. It was rough. I was in a postpartum depression for almost like 3 years because it was back to back like that. I would highly recommend getting into therapy. Definitely get into therapy. Do it now. Get it established. That way they can start seeing the difference in your mood swings and your patterns. Be open with communication. If you wake up and you're feeling off, just say, hey, I don't know what's going on. I just woke up in a bad mood today.
Yep. I'm curious how old the man is in this situation, because if he's over 26 years old or has any understanding of like hormones and the way the hormones play in the body, that's what's going to be affecting you. That's why the postpartum depression happens. There's a hormone imbalance, and it takes up to a year for that to go away. He needs to do the research. If I would have known what postpartum was when my daughter was born, my first year of her life would be so much fucking different.
Yeah.
Instead, it was constant conflict because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. She was just being a bitch all the time. I didn't know. I was young. I'm 17 years old. I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
But okay, so back to Lorraine's question. Lorraine, on the t-shirts, the way that we are doing this, the t-shirts are going to start with in this life and the next. And then there's going to be a paragraph on the front, and it's going to end with your ... And on the back, it'll say home on mine and peace on yours. But the t-shirt is written... I don't want to give too much away.
Don't give too much.
Okay, that's all I'm saying then. She's designing her shirt. I'm designing mine. The men's, and while you were doing plant repotting earlier, I designed the men's shirt, and I posted it in the men's chapter 2 group, and everyone's like, I fucking want that shirt. Go me. I'm excited.
And I will be doing that as well with the women's group. So, excuse me, either tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, there's going to be a memo posted in the women's group for how do you guys feel about this for the t-shirt.
You know, we can just make the same thing I did and just post it that way.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Don't recommend stepladder kids. What the fuck is a stepladder kid? When I would try to talk to my boyfriend about my PPD, he would say, yeah, well, I have PPD too, so get over it. I can't help but to laugh because he sounded dumb. Yeah, he did fucking sound dumb. People are fucking stupid, man. I would have been like, can you explain to me how that works?
I would look at him and be like, I just had a fucking kid with you.
Yeah. God, I hope my kid is smarter than you are.
Fuck.
And you have to make the same face you just made or it doesn't count. Death's Clan, thank you for the $2 super chat. It means a lot. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Ann Larson said, I had 3 kids in 5 years. I think if you have a supportive man who is involved with the kids, it lessens the depression. Maybe I'm projecting because I didn't have that. I got to be honest. I don't think, I don't know. I think that you're going to have that one way or another because your hormones have to balance back out. I think that you're right. And having somebody there that's actually supportive and understanding, it's going to be a whole lot easier.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. This really sucks to admit. I'm going to say it though, because it's a reality. My postpartum depression was so bad after my daughter. It was getting to the point where like I was up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning breastfeeding. I would get maybe 45 minutes of sleep and we were up again at 6 o'clock. And it was getting to the point where I was starting to have a resentment towards my daughter. And I was just hating life. And I was like, I don't want to be a mom anymore. I'm over it. And my son was still in diapers at that point. Yeah. It was stressful.
I don't think people realize how much a lack of sleep can affect us. Like they did studies on people during World War II of like the effects of the human body when we're sleep deprived. And it got to the point that they were using it for psychological torture.
Yeah.
Like they would keep you awake and keep you cold. I mean, you'd be surprised. Our brains don't do well with that shit.
Yeah. So it's super important to have somebody who is there, who is understanding, and have him do research on postpartum. Yeah. Definitely.
Have you guys done anything on codependency? We've talked about it. We had a brief discussion, and then we had a follow-up correction because we had a new understanding of it, but we haven't had in-depth conversations about it.
No, not yet.
Because I think in order to truly have that conversation, there's clinical issues there that I'm not well-versed enough to get into that discussion. Peaches, I just want to say that I joined the Discord the other day and I love the women's group already and the supportive space you have created for like-minded women.
I love that.
Froggy Boy. Hey, y'all, just joined in. Got some bud from the dispensary. I'm going to be trying. Okay, well, enjoy that. Ooh. Shout out to my beautiful partner, Haley, who is watching this with me. Hello, Haley. Thank you for watching this with him. Need another release of Love Is Not Enough shirt. Well, that's not going to happen. Our shirts are limited runs. Sabrina, my fiance is actually more nervous than I actually am for me struggling with depression and more than likely will struggle with my heart at times thinking about that. Why? Why put yourself through that? You are cashing a check for a debt you don't currently owe.
Yeah.
Crystal said, I felt that in the beginning for a while too, having to feed every 2 to 3 hours or every 2 hours, 24/7. Once we were told he was allowed to sleep through the night without feeds, I was in heaven.
It was so bad. She was cluster feeding to the point where I would sit in a recliner for about 8 hours a day, just cluster feeding. And I would get up and use the restroom and she would sit there and scream and cry until I came back and she would continue feeding.
Yeah.
What did she say? My brain just blinked.
I don't know. The chat's moving.
Oh.
That she was feeding every 2 hours, 24/7. Once we were told he was allowed to sleep through the night without feeds, I was in heaven.
That's what it was. My daughter got to the point to where she was sleeping for 9 hours straight.
She doesn't do that now.
Oh, no, she doesn't. I mean, she does. She hasn't woken us up.
No, but she doesn't sleep through the night. She ends up on the couch every single night.
Oh, yeah, she's been migrating.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than waking us up.
Absolutely is. Yep.
She's self-soothing, and I'm proud of her for that.
Yeah, me too. Sheldon said, it's so nice that you guys, to have you guys admit when you don't know something. Other podcasts will fake it to make it. When you act like you fucking know everything, there's no room for growth. And if you say something, not knowing something, and somebody corrects you, you're going to get defensive. And then you're going to look
stupid.
Right. Instead of going, I don't know enough about that to speak on it. That's my opinion. Next conversation. Like,
I'm good.
I would rather get that information. I think it was Heather in Discord that corrected our co-parenting thing.
Yeah.
I would rather have that discussion because I would
rather know.
Right. And I have no problem stopping what we're doing to define things. If I don't understand something, I'm like, wait a minute, I need to understand the true root of the word. It's how we grow.
Yeah.
PSA, watch for signs of PPA and postpartum psychosis as well as PPD. What is PPA? It sounds like a golf tour.
Is it postpartum aggression?
Anemia, maybe? I don't know.
I'm assuming it's postpartum aggression because she also said postpartum psychosis. They are both very serious things to look out for.
Huh. Katrina Shields says, I'm going to have to leave Patreon in August when I start my new job. Going to be taking a $9 pay cut for the first 3 months, and it's going to be right. Katrina, before you leave Patreon and Discord, send us a message on Patreon. Mm-hmm. You've been in there for a while at this point. I would give you those 3 months to hold you over so that you can at least stay in the Discord.
Yeah.
Ashley said, I started listening to your podcast about a week ago at work, starting from older videos to newer, and I literally have been listening for about 4 to 5 hours while I'm working and learning a lot. I love that. I love that. And said, my ex-husband, father to all 3 kids, hated when I tried to breastfeed our last child. I was up every hour, 24/7. He had the balls to say he thought I enjoyed it and did it on purpose. What the fuck is wrong with people? Forever Zero Angel, my Florida trip went well. Well, tell us about it. Let's talk about your trip to fucking Satan's taint.
How do y'all feel about celebrity crushes? I don't have a celebrity crush.
I don't either.
I don't pay enough attention to that. I'd rather put my energy elsewhere, like my marriage.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that really is a thought when you think about it. When you start going, oh man, she's hot or he's hot. Jason Momoa with no shirt on.
What would it be like to have sex with them?
Yeah, you are taking the ability away from your partner to
satisfy,
to give you that. Right. Yep. Scully Love says, I've been doing research into choice theory, and it makes sense on how past relationships on both my end and theirs didn't work out, and a lot of reflection happened, and still continuing to do research. Love that shit. Michelle said, almost like egos kills talent. I don't remember what that was for. Do you mean that it was a limited drop? Because yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Peaches, please do a video on how you came out of how you were in such a woe is me to changing into the beautiful lady that you are now. The inspiration is real. We did that. Episode 11.5.
Yes.
Of the side piece.
It boils down to I learned to say I'm sorry and actually take accountability for my actions and change.
Yep. Megan Baby said, how do you make somebody aware of their ego? You can't make anyone do anything. You can point it out to them and hope they pay attention to it. But Heather said, I'd like to learn more about Discord. Somebody already answered that. We answered celebrity crushes. Jumped. Found you guys on TikTok. Started listening to the pod work for the last week and joined Patreon yesterday. My husband and I both appreciate your perspectives and has spurred on some conversations. That's good. Jen A said, I hate people who don't admit they don't know, or people who agree with everything or say they like everything someone else does just to fit in. Big pet peeve. Yeah, big pet peeve. Mm-hmm. I really am one of those people that I would rather go, I don't know, and then have somebody try to inform me so at least I have an understanding, and then I'm Googling shit when I get home, because if it ever gets brought up again, I don't want to be standing there going,
Right.
Yeah.
Apparently Jenna said, I love Russell Brand's mind. That's a dude who used to infuriate the fuck out of me.
Yeah, he was like a hardcore leftist for a long time, and now he's center line.
I've been listening to he has a podcast, right? Mm-hmm. I've been listening to clips from it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
The things that he talks about and covers.
He's smart.
He really
Dude
is.
is intelligent as fuck.
I
didn't like him because a few years ago, he was really on the shit. Like, he was really on that leftist wave, and like, I can't do extremes to one side or the other.
Yeah.
Like,
it makes me uncomfortable.
I can deal with liberals and I can deal with conservatives, but if you go far left or far right, I don't want you in my circle. Like, you're not willing to have a conversation because you want to argue everything. Like, both sides just want to fucking fight. I'm good on that. Too much. I'm good on that. Honey Bunny. $100. I don't know. I mean, obviously,
I'm sorry, how much?
MX 100.
Oh.
She said there was so much pressure to avoid teenage pregnancy when I was younger that now that anxiety haunts me. Never been pregnant, but it makes me anxious even though I want kids. Also, when's Alfredo's funeral?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know when he's going to be ready. He's still very firm and hard.
Well, won't it stay that way while it's on the tree? I don't know. I don't know anything about avocados other than they take 18 gallons of water to produce a single fruit.
Wow, there's 2 of them out there.
Yep. Carlos has been watering that tree when he does our cars.
He's doing great.
He's like, can I have one of those now? Because I've been watering the tree.
He can have one, yeah.
That's funny. Honey Bunny, you were one of the people who were like, I really want to get into Discord. I just can't swing it right now. And then you swung it. So is the value there for you? Are you enjoying the Discord for what you're paying for it?
Right. How's the vibe in there for you?
Right. That's important to me. Kendra said, found y'all scrolling through TikTok, been married 2 years. We have a 5-month-old little girl. I am diagnosed with PPD and PPA, but listening to y'all helped me be a better wife and mom. Whew.
That better mom really gets me.
Yeah, it does.
I love that.
Katrina said, you guys are too kind. I really appreciate it. I will reach out when the time comes. You've been here for a while. Like, you're one of those names that we recognize. It would be, you know what I mean? You know how stupid that would be for us to be like, hey, fuck your financial trouble. You've been here supporting us all this time. The least we can do is fucking give you a Discord link.
Right.
Come on. Yep. Did she just say taint? I did, or did he say taint? I did say taint. That's what living in Florida is like. It's like living in Satan's taint. It's always hot. It's always sweaty. It's overly humid. It stinks most of the time. I'm good.
It's very...
You got to deal with dingleberries. Florida man.
I don't want to leave anymore. I don't want to leave the house anymore. I'm uncomfortable. Yeah. I hate the trees that are constantly screaming at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey Bunny said the I need community help gave me such good advice. I have a new therapist now. Love that.
I love that.
Kristen Fritz said, my husband is 23 and I'm 21. We have been married for 3 years. He struggled with understanding hormones and PPD, but he has been great since I have been able to communicate in a better way. That's fucking huge. I'm building up to breaking up with my boyfriend, and your podcasts have helped me heal and make some boundaries and better goals for future relationships. So thanks to y'all. Jessica Johnson, make sure that you write it all down. Write it the fuck down so that you have all your expectations, what you will and won't accept from your next person. And when you go on that first date, just slide it across the table. Let me know right now if you can't meet these, and I'll go ahead and just pay for my dinner and call it a night.
Don't allow people to distract you either.
Yeah.
Like, I hear that's what you want, but look over here. Look at this.
Right. Bye, Felicia said, Henry Cavill is mine, but I also don't like fawn over him obsessively. Henry Cavill was probably the best Superman that they could have ever found for somebody to play that role.
Oh, is he like the first Superman?
No, he's the one who's been in the more recent Superman movies.
I don't know who this is.
He's the guy that played The Witcher. He was also the 15-year-old son of Fernand Mondego in The Count of Monte Cristo.
I haven't seen that.
You know who The Witcher is, right? Long white hair,
Yes.
guy with a sword. That's Henry Cavill. He played Superman.
Huh.
And being a Superman fan since childhood, like when they casted him, I was like, dude, they fucking nailed that because he's not a skinny little guy. Like Superman was
Right.
kind of buff, and like he did very good for the role. Made my first big girl purchase and bought a new car. Any advice on staying disciplined and keeping up with my budget every month? I mean, that's a whole lot of conversation to have that is not enough information in 150 characters.
Budget? What? Keeping up with budget of what?
That's why I said there's not enough. It says my budget every month. I don't know what your finances are. I don't know how much you spend every month. Oop, there's another super chat from Death Clan. I'm going to skip some of these. Sorry, guys. Oh, wait. Zach said Chris really does admit his limitations and then come back at you with some research. I don't like looking stupid, guys. I really fucking don't. And I will admit, if I was wrong, like I will admit that shit because I'm not going to stand my ground on that hill of wrong.
Right.
I know what I look like. At least I got to have some fucking intelligence behind it.
Yeah.
Death's Clan, $10. Thank you so much for that, brother. So today at work, I had a 1-inch splinter embed itself underneath my finger.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, you're a dick for that. Thank you for the $10, but I could have not. Emma Elise, how do you deal with people who think they're always right?
I feel like there's a toothpick being shoved in my ear right now. Give me a second.
How do I deal with people who always think they're right? I prove them wrong. If I think they're wrong and I can prove that they're wrong, I do so.
Wish I could just turn off my hearing sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just put the word on mute.
Did you, Forever Zero Angel, did you go to Clearwater Beach while you were in Clearwater? I used to live in Clearwater. Kim, Alexandria, how do you accept a change in life blueprint? I always wanted to be a mom. Partner doesn't want and ours for respectful reasons. I struggle with giving up either my dream or my beautiful relationship. I feel so torn. This is why you have those conversations during the courting phase. Do you want kids? Because I want kids. You don't want kids? Okay, this isn't going to work. Because one way or another, you're going to end up resenting that person. You're going to either have kids and one person on, the one who doesn't is going to be resentful that you have kids, or you're not going to have kids and you're going to resent not having kids.
Yep.
That's one of those things that like kids and retirements need to be discussed at fucking length in the beginning of a relationship. Assuming that you make it to retirement. What were you going to say? You said retirement.
I don't remember.
That little bit made you forget?
I'm kind of stoned.
Oh, all right.
Medicated.
Tanel, did I say it right? Tanel? 23F, 42M, married for 3 years together for 5. SD7 is extremely rude and mean. I'm assuming that means stepdaughter. SO does nothing about it. I've been in tears and thinking of divorce for a while now. Is this worth an email? I'm hurting, thanks. If you believe that that's worth an email, fucking send the email.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I would not be able to be with somebody if they did not control their child, especially if that child was violent towards me.
Yeah. Yep. Extremely rude and mean. At 7 years old, that kid needs some fucking manners anyways.
Yeah.
Marina Cortez sent us $9.99. Thank you for that so much. Skylar? I appreciate you two's touching on choice theory and how depression is a choice. Do you think that applies with social anxiety? I'm aware it's a trauma response, but would love to hear your opinion. So, anytime you have a response, how you respond is the choice, right? Anxiety is a natural physiological response in our body to threats. So, if you are uncomfortable with something, you will feel anxious. Like, I have a fear of dentists. So, like, today I was looking into dentists because I noticed I have a cavity, and like, I had to have you make the phone call because I was like having a panic attack looking at fucking websites.
You didn't make me make the phone call.
You know what I mean?
Offered to make the phone
You know what I mean? I wouldn't have made it though.
I know.
I would have waited until I was in fucking pain from the cavity and then had to get an extraction. So
that's why I did it.
when you realize that okay, so people really get up in arms over me saying that, you know, your triggers are your problem because it's a you problem. Your trigger is a you problem. People are like, well, you know, other people are responsible for your triggers. They're fucking not. You have triggers. That's a you problem. It doesn't affect anyone else on the planet but you. So if you know that something's going to trigger you, avoid those situations until you learn to emotionally adapt to what's going on and you can work through that shit. Scrolling down because there's more super chats. Ashley Green, $2. Thank you for that. Jaquesa Thompson, what did you do when your husband what did you do when your husband wants you to consider meds? Okay, I probably should have worded that. What do you do when your husband wants you to consider meds for your mental illnesses, but you don't want to? He normally is right, but I have tried and don't want to try it. You guys are awesome. So this is a doctor question. And I'm not comfortable telling you to take meds or not take meds. I can speak on my experience if that's something that you would like, but I'm not going to tell you to take meds or not take meds. That's a very slippery slope. Noe said, love this 100, 100, 100. Full Metal Angel. Hi, guys. Love you both. What would you say are the most important things to discuss in the courting phase? Episode 10 or 11 of the side piece is that.
One of those things.
Yeah, one of those two episodes.
There's a dating playlist.
Yep. What would you say are the top 3 for you?
Top 3 in the courting phase?
Yep. Date 1, top 3 things.
Marriage, kids, and retirement.
Same. Yep, same. Because I believe in dating for longevity. And if you were one of those people who are like, I mean, at the time we were both like, we're never getting married again.
Yeah.
So, oh my, how the tables have turned.
I got you.
Right. But when things plan out, they plan out. You know what I mean? But like you were, I don't want kids anymore. I have 2. That's enough. I'm like, dope. I don't ever fucking want kids again. And then retirement. We both want to fucking travel and see the world and do shit. So like, those are the top 3 most important things. I think that beyond that would become the like superficial, right? Superficial things like, you know, how active are you on social media? You know, I would have those kind of conversations, but they would be just casual conversations because at this point we're just friends having dinner.
Right.
You know, and I think that when you remember that you're friends having dinner, the conversation in the courting phase is a lot more casual because you're learning that person. There's not an intent of going home and fucking afterwards. Like you are literally just going to dinner saying, hey, thanks for the evening and leaving afterwards. There shouldn't be physical contact on that date.
No.
A high five. Like you could Top Gun it if you want to. Right.
Bam, bam.
All right. Scully says courting phase is very important. I made sure to do that with my partner and it helped a lot in future situations.
I just saw Zeke say, Jenna, don't say that. They just saw us fighting in Discord. And my mind just went, simmer.
Simmer down now. I clipped that into episode 32.
Did you?
I did. Yep. Am I overreacting being upset that I handle everything, including PUDO, with my boyfriend's kids and never even get a thank you? What is PU and DO?
I need to read it. I can't.
Oh, I forgot. Your chat's moving differently than mine is over here. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know where it went.
How unfortunate.
All right, it's underneath the stream elements. Right here.
Am I overreacting being upset that I handle everything, including PU/DO, pickup/drop off, with my boyfriend's kids and never even get a thank you.
Is that the pickup and drop off?
That's what I'm assuming.
Your boyfriend just doesn't have gratitude? Like, does he thank you for other things? I think that's really the question that needs to be there.
My question is this something that you guys talked about and this was something that you were going to be doing as a job, as a stepmom, as a girlfriend, are you guys living together?
Right. Yeah. Why is this a thing right now?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but there's just a comment here that says, I hate them. I hope that's not us that you hate, because that would suck. Honey Bunny said, I feel like we need a financial advice Discord channel from Chris. Also, I've been loving the vlogs. Is there a schedule for those? Nope. Vlogs are fuck it. It'll get up when it gets up kind of thing.
I am chaotic.
Yep.
I have like my house maintenance figured out and everything else is just winging it.
Yeah. I had to delete my number 6 because the street sign was in it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to re-upload. I will be uploading a new vlog probably tomorrow. It'll still say number 7, but 6 has been removed. I want to get the whiskey room finished with the microphone stands and try to figure that out before I do it so that I can vlog that. But episode 7 for me is really just talking about camera shit because I was nerding pretty hard today while you were doing passport stuff.
Yeah. I need to vlog the kitchen stuff that I upgraded. I need to do all the plants that I got recently. Ooh. Oh, no, I can't. Excuse me.
Polly said, hey guys, loved catching a bit of this live. I'm going to clean up a bit before my man comes home for the night. Good work. Or from work. Good night. Thank you. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What was that?
Might have been a firework. Okay, so while he goes and...
I need to be able to hear that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go survey.
I can't wait to see if you show us your organized kitchen.
I will be.
Jenny said, Peaches, your vlog was brilliant. I am here for the chaos.
Was it that good, guys? Did you guys really enjoy it that much? I felt all over the place and discombobulated, and I honestly don't remember what I vlogged about.
It was pretty all over the place. It was lots of mom stuff and plant stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I doted on you for a minute.
You did. You did. Peach's vlog made me clean my entire home. I felt so motivated.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Lorraine said, what was for dinner tonight? Tortellini with olive, garlic, pesto, and garlic served cold.
You had me until you said pesto. I don't know what it is in the pesto. It's kind of like that cilantro. What?
Sabrina said, I loved your most recent vlog, Peaches, and if the next one is just as long or longer, my legs will be paralyzed.
I remember her saying that in the chat. That was funny.
Yeah. She said, no, I hate meds. I'm sorry. It's raining and I'm typing and walking dogs. The vlog was great. The mom part made me laugh. It's 1:30 where I am. Oh shit, Gremlin Girl's in the chat. I asked about you the other day because I can't remember. I know you changed your name on here and I couldn't remember what it was. And I was like, have you seen Kaylee any time recently? Like, what the fuck is going on with her?
I went to hunt through Discord.
Yeah.
I stalked you a little bit in Discord to see where you were at.
Yeah, we were worried about you.
I do. I monitor people in Discord. If I haven't seen you guys active in a day or two, I go and see what was your last message.
Yeah. Peaches and her new cookbook inspired me to create one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all are wisdom and I cannot thank you more.
Oh, you're welcome.
Is there such thing as over gratification or overdoing it with compliments, generalized questions? So you will hear people say that that's love bombing. Some people were just raised to be very grateful and to be, thank you, yes ma'am, no ma'am. You know what I mean? Like, I think that we do that to each other. I think you're probably a little bit more gracious than I am because I had to learn that.
What do you mean gracious in what context?
In that you have manners more than I do. Like you have that, you're always thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate this. Like you were very on top of that. I had to teach myself that shit as an adult because I didn't have it as a kid. Like
that's something I had to teach myself as well. Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe it could be annoying if somebody's super fake about it, but you can tell if it's genuine. And I think that's where the difference lies. If they're doing it just because of a habitual thing, fuck that. But if they're doing it because they mean it and you can tell it's genuine, accept it.
I've started telling people recently Like, I appreciate your time. Like today at the post office, not the post office, when I was at the,
Passport place.
yeah, whatever the fuck that's called. Like, I could tell that the group before me kind of agitated her a little bit. She was kind of in a shitty mood.
Yep.
And like, I got her laughing a little bit, and like, she really liked my throat tattoo, and like, we had a little discussion. And at the end of it, I was like, I really appreciate your time. Like, thank you so much for helping me today.
Yeah.
And I imagined typically when somebody's back at that office for the third time, they're kind of shitty about it. Yeah.
They fucking are.
So I hope that interaction was pleasant for her.
Yeah.
Because I do appreciate her time. She could literally be doing anything else. And she's helping me with my travel plans and vacation.
Right. You're just walking around like a ray of fucking sunshine for everyone.
I'm really trying, yeah.
Ashley Green. So far, I have questions for y'all, but we'll catch up before doing so. I lived my life abuse of many kinds and struggled with addiction. Now fucking happy.
I love that you're happy.
Fucking Lorraine. I deliberately stayed behind on videos because my anxiety can't wait for the next.
That's smart. Sabrina, she said, by the way, I forgot. I have a bread making cookbook that I will be sending y'all's way for Peaches with tons of different bread recipes.
That's funny.
You best believe every Sunday you're waking up to the smell of fresh bread.
Mander said, really loved both of your vlogs. Peaches, I'm all about the mom and plant content. Chris, the whiskey room is killer. I don't know where this... Oh, wait. We've been lived together for 5 years. Only discussion is me voicing I feel unappreciated. Him saying, I know you'll do it otherwise. I can do it myself. I do it for consistency for the kids. If you feel like you're a fucking placemat or a bookmark in someone's life, don't stay. You know there's going to be somebody out there that's going to appreciate who you are. And they're going to be grateful for those things because there's people out there who have been fucking shit on by everyone. And that little bit of extra, like, let me do this for you goes a long fucking way for those people. I don't like that expect you to do shit kind of people. That mentality is fucking nonsense. Because if you could do it yourself, then do it your fucking self.
Right.
You never know whose day you're completely turning around. That was in response to your passport thing. I tell my partner that I enjoy their company and presence in my life. Crystal said, my current boyfriend has started listening to you guys too, just started dating and are both working towards a traditional relationship. I fucking love that.
Love that.
Honey said, for super chat, I never would have had my business without Chris's words and Peach's inspiration. My husband has been so appreciative of my feminine explosion. Thank you so much. Dude, that's fucking huge. And I
like that.
Yeah. And I saw that comment you made earlier about doing the finances thing. The problem with having financial discussions is I don't know people's finances. I know my finances. And like, I could scale it down to a lesser scenario, but really what it comes down to is don't fucking spend more than you make.
Yeah.
So many people are leveraged out on like debt that they're making $60,000 a year and have $80,000 a year worth of debt. And they're literally just paying the fucking interest on their credit cards and they're staying broke. I'm going to scroll down because we got another super chat. Abigail said, hi guys, because of your podcast and just you guys in general, me and my boyfriend's relationship has been a lot better. So thank you guys.
You're welcome.
I love that.
I love that so many people are taking something from the podcast and are implementing it in their life and are actually seeing a positive outcome.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you guys for the super chats.
Yeah, that goes a long way. Also, for those of you who are not giving super chats, the best thing that you can do to support what we are doing is share the content.
Share it.
Like post it to your shit so that people can see it.
Even if they're going to hate us.
Yeah. You know what I think I might do is I think I might move these cameras down so that we can see over top of each other so that when we're looking at each other, it'll look like we're looking at the camera.
Okay.
Saw something else I wanted to address real quick. I just love your podcast. I saw you first on TikTok watching from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful there.
I've learned some things that I can change in my relationship to function. Just thanks. So you're welcome for that. Mallory said, my boyfriend has been going through it and I've noticed his way of coping with stress is not acknowledging it or opening up with me. I don't want to push him, but I want to support him. Any advice? How would you deal with that? If I was shutting down and not coming to you with things, how would you try to get me to talk to you? And I'm going to give you a second to think about it because I'm out of fluid.
Okay.
Would you like some soda?
Yes, please. Okay. I'm going to close my eyes and take a hit and ponder this, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, brother.
So I thought about it.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say this is you shutting down, but there are definitely times where you are just walled off and you don't want to talk to anybody. So I'm going to equate that. I would say that's the closest you get to.
Yeah.
You don't tell me what's going on. You just tell me you're going through it. And I might probe a little bit and be like, oh, do you want to talk about it? Like, what's going on? Be like, I don't know. I'm processing. I need to be alone with my thoughts. And I just leave it be. I carry on as if everything was normal. I don't ignore your feelings. I don't act as if they don't exist. I just try to be like a topical ointment on the irritation going on in your skin right now. Like something that's soothing. So I try to make you laugh, try to make your life a little bit easier, see if you're hungry, get you something to drink. Do you want to cuddle on the couch, watch Cobra Kai? Just do things that'll kind of relax you, make you happy, give you the environment that you need to process what you're going through.
Yeah. I think that because of people's trauma response to situations like that, everybody wants to get on the roller coaster with the person that's going through it. Mm-hmm. Or they try to match that energy. Well, if you're going to be in a bad mood, fuck it, I'm going to be in a bad mood. You know what I mean? And like they try to mirror each other in those moments. And that's definitely not the way to go about it.
That takes so much energy.
Right. It's very important that when your person is going through it and they're going through something emotional, you just ask them, I'm here, or tell them, I can tell you're going through something. When you're ready to talk about it, I'm here. And just leave it alone. And if they're not willing to talk about it, maybe they don't understand their emotions well enough to have that conversation. You know, people are not taught how to properly articulate their emotional processes. You know what I mean? And if you don't understand the words and you don't know how to put them into words, you really can't have that conversation. You can be like, I don't know how to tell you how I'm feeling. It's a problem.
Yeah.
So,
something that I recognize that I kind of pinpoint that this is the root of why it was hard for me to really navigate my emotions was growing up. It was always, you need to tell me right now what's wrong. There was never take a deep breath, figure it out. Whenever you're ready, we can talk about it. It was right now in the moment. You're highly emotional. You're highly stressed, whatever's going on. Tell me about it. And then I'm going to be mad at you.
yeah.
So getting out of that mindset of I'm going to get in trouble for feeling whatever I'm going to feel and actually being comfortable with sifting through and finding what the root is. I can't remember where I was going with that.
No, but I mean, that you made your point.
Dope.
Because you're doing the work.
Yeah.
Danny said for a super chat, so glad y'all are alive tonight. It's been a solid ass day for me. It was it was much needed. This is the icing on the cake for me. Heart, appreciate you both and everyone here supporting.
That's from Danish.
Yep.
Love her.
Carrington S. said, my mom was a financial consultant and the best advice she gave me was live within your means and your credit card is not free money. Your credit card should be fucking emergencies unless you have a business. And then if you have a business, you should be doing a lot of your shit on credit because, you're until you get to the point where your business can run credit free and then obviously just do everything with a debit card. But so many people get that credit card and they're broke. Obviously, they got horrible fucking credit and they get their first little credit card and they instantly charge that bitch up and then can't pay it and fucking ruin their credit even more.
I used to order pizza with a credit card.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have a gas card.
Yeah.
That I'll use for gas and just pay it off after I get home. Like if I go get gas, I'll come home and just transfer the money right away.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I was really, really bad with my money when I was younger.
I ended my 2-year relationship after reading the books and listening to lives. I'm in the healing process, but I'm grateful for you, Peaches and Chris.
Ooh, you are going to be going on such an amazing journey. I want an update in like 3 months.
Yeah, right. No, he said, I had no idea you were not sitting next to each other until just now. Well, we look at each other.
Right.
I know that it sits us side by side, but it would be very awkward. It would be very difficult for us to have this look
Yeah.
if you were sitting next to me.
Right.
And me sitting this way is because I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, I'm also reading
So I guess
the
it
chat.
does kind of look like we're looking at each other anyways. I could move my camera or whatever, but that's funny. Have you guys had Mexican Coke? It's so much better than American Coke. American Coke tastes like sugary water. It's not where I was going with that. Coca-Cola. Yeah, you guys have real sugar in your sodas down there. And yes, we've had it because they actually do sell it in stores here.
What's that
time to time.
singer's name? Is it Eric Chapman? No.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He wrote the song Cocaine.
Eric Clapman.
Clapman, that's what it is. Yep.
We actually don't drink real Coca-Cola either. It's Coke Zero because we're both dieting.
Fingers crossed tomorrow I hit my weight loss for the week.
So you can eat some s'moreos?
Yes.
I hate the mirror thing. I do security while I listen with conduction headphones. Chris whistling had me turning circles in a parking lot because I thought it was somebody coming up behind me. That's funny.
I really want to get this tattooed cover up.
What?
I want to get that tattooed covered up.
Oh, on your face?
Yeah.
Gremlin Girl sent a $5 super, said, hello from the UK, first live I've been in for a while. Love the positivity in this live tonight. I know it's your first live in a while. We were just talking about that. We noticed that you weren't around.
We've been missing you.
Yeah, we noticed it. We synced it. That Coke thing got me in the middle of a hit. Laughing and coughing was the worst.
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
Ashley Green, it's normal for one sex drive to be higher than the other. Wait, what? What is going on here? What did I miss?
What's going on? I'm super excited to see what everybody's at tomorrow for the weight loss.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you guys doing a weigh-in tomorrow?
Yeah, we are. I'm actually thinking about getting some type of plant tattooed here to get this covered up.
Yeah. We just take a picture of it and send it to Jeff. I really don't want it tattooed out onto your cheek.
So how far are you okay with it going? Like here?
That's pushing it.
Oh, okay. What if he was able to bring it downwards?
How about if you went up along the hairline on your forehead and came down?
Like this way?
Yeah.
Oh, I would be
but
okay
thin.
with that. Something plant-like coming down.
Every woman that we know in our real life situation that has facial tattoos all have like, I don't want you to look like any of them.
Oh no, yeah, no. I want it to be
It needs to be very feminine.
dainty and yeah. I know it can't be dainty, but I want that elegant feminine look.
Could also do laser removal.
No, I would like the tattoo on my face.
I didn't say you couldn't have a tattoo on your face, but wouldn't you rather not have a cover up on your face?
If he can cover that up, I would rather do that than the laser removal. That laser removal is going to suck.
Yeah.
If I don't have to do that, I would rather not.
This is my first live, and I wanted to say thank you both for keeping it real and being goals. Love you both. Thank you for joining our live.
Thank you for being here. Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild to me that it's a Friday night and there's 222 people just bullshitting with us on the internet.
Right? Like,
I wanted to open this and be like, what's up, losers? Because we're all fucking sitting at home on a Friday night on the fucking internet.
Nothing to do.
That's funny. Peaches, what do I do? And asks her man, and he gives his opinion. I am so thankful that I'm not the only one.
I don't understand.
Jade Bailey said, Peaches, what I do, and asks her man.
Oh, do you mean like Peaches does what I do?
Probably.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, oh shit, it's Jordan. The other day I was at Lowe's just fluttering about looking at things and nothing really caught my eye. I was looking at the fig plants and they were $100. And I was like, I can't justify it. And I was like looking at some of them, like peeking through. I was like, are any of them damaged? Can I ask for half off? Can I find a manager? And I was like, no, that's so much energy. I was like, I'll walk away. And I made it to the clearance aisle and there was a fig plant half off. So it was $50. And I was like, no way. And I was like, I stood there and I looked at it and I was like, it's 50. That's a lot of money. And I was like, I'm going to have to ask Chris. And I want to be clear, that's not something we have set up. He doesn't care what I spend my money on, but I don't feel comfortable spending. I view $50 a large amount of money because there are bills that are come out of my bank account or you monitor it and there are certain times money's tight. So I don't want to spend that $50 knowing I have something coming out in 10 days and we're waiting for something to come through. So I was looking at it and I was like, do I want to spend the money on it? And I was really trying to figure out if it was worth it for me. And then I decided, yes, I want the plant. And I was like, do I just buy the plant or do I ask him? I was like, I don't want to bother him. And then I had that battle of he's a busy man. And I finally settled on I would rather have the conversation and him be like, this is fucking annoying than me spending the money, than you going, you shouldn't have fucking spent the money. Now I have to move money around and figure shit out. Is that too much?
That's actually exactly what happened, though.
It is,
you
yeah.
messaged and I'm like, I don't know. Do you have money in your account? Can you?
I was like, yes, the money is there. I would rather ask you than have a disruption because you were waiting for money and I just fucked up our money shit that you're figuring out in the scenes.
Yeah. Dustin Williams said, would you ever be down to do prints on muscle shirts like tank tops? We would probably do tank tops. I do tank tops for the tattoo shop on every summer. Like I literally just got some for the tattoo shop. I don't know if I'll do them I don't know, maybe. I mean, it's not out of the question. Hoodies, I think, are coming too. As soon as it starts to get cold outside, hoodies are coming. Mm-hmm. Gangster ass To Be Better hoodies printed on Carhartt. It'd be pricey as fuck, but what you crying for?
I read Noe's comment in the chat and I'm crying.
Do what?
There's a message in the chat.
Oh. My husband passed away in May. I still catch myself wanting to ask him for his opinion, like the fig plant situation. Damn. Tank tops, please.
I can't breathe through my nose. It's getting bad.
You want me to get you a tissue?
Can you get me something so I can dramatically dab my face? Like that your handkerchief?
Really? You want my handkerchief?
Yeah. Thank you.
I can't do it. I want a paper towel.
Okay.
The last time I gave you my hank, it was fucking dirty for like a month and a half.
I can't. Noe, you're such an inspiration to me. Look at you living life.
Death Clan said $100 hoodie. I'm down. That's actually what they would run. Those Carhartt hoodies are no fucking joke, but they're quality. Damn, are they quality. Every single one of our tattoo shop's hoodies are printed on those. I actually, podcast will reach Taylor Swift energy. I don't know what that means. All right, super chat. Angelica, do you have any advice for women dieting, exercising with PCOS? I don't process carbs and sugars right, even though I'm active. Weight loss is hard for me. I don't know what PCOS is.
It's cyst on the ovaries.
Okay.
It is a it fucks up a lot in the female body.
Saying that you don't process carbs or sugars right, I got to ask, are you a diabetic of any sort? And I got to be honest, when it comes down to it, this is more medical than anything, but I personally don't like carbs. When I'm dieting, I do meat. And I drop weight like crazy because of it.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I love bread so much. I
Yeah.
can't wait to get down to my goal weight so I can just
Yeah.
maintain on bread.
I do meat and healthy fats, almonds, avocados, fish oil. Yep. Any type of omega. All right. I'm stoked for the Carhartt hoodies. I can't cry. I'm at work, y'all. Carhartt hoodies would gladly drop $100 on it. Yeah. I mean, I do too. It's funny to me because people who have never wore one of those hoodies don't understand. Like, they are fucking quality.
They're really nice, yeah.
And you get what you pay for. I'm on day 1 of a breakup. This is great timing for y'all to be live, honestly. Well, we're glad you're hanging out with us. I had a customer tell me today he loves to some and talk with me because he lost his wife and I always check on him. I almost started crying when he left. Damn, it's rough. All right, guys, no more of that shit. Keep that sad shit out of the chat. I can't do it. Don't want to be depressed. What did they say in Pump Up the Volume when the kid was depressed? And he's like, great, now I'm fucking depressed. He's like, luckily I'm too fucking depressed to do anything about it.
I don't remember.
That's the dummy down version so that we don't get kicked off YouTube.
I am trying really, really hard not to cry.
My doc said I'm pre-diabetic. See if your doctor will prescribe you semaglutide. Write that down. Semaglutide. SEMIGLUTIDE. If you are pre-diabetic, semaglutide will not only help you with your AC1, it will also help you burn body fat.
Fuck you, Zach.
All right. So Stephanie Alvarez, because of you guys, I've realized my last couple of relationships, I chose to be with them, not because I liked them, but because I was lonely. Thank you for helping me raise my standards. Fuck yes.
I've done that.
2023 is the year of not wasting my time. Recognizing
Meaning
my
you,
worth. Yeah.
You are not wasting your own time this year. Not other people not wasting your time. You are not going to waste your time this year.
Sabrina said she's heading out. Have a good night, Sabrina.
Have a good night, Sabrina.
All right, scrolling to the bottom.
I have peanut butter covered banana slices in the fridge, and I'm very excited to eat them after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have we met somebody. We actually called someone on episode 32. We used Google Voice and reached out to somebody.
A fan
that didn't know we were calling. She fucking screamed. It was amazing. But we that'll be part of episode 32.
I want to clarify she was at work.
She was at work.
We called her place of business.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Deskland said, in good news, I'm doubling the amount in my saving account after liquidating it to buy the generator and solar system for my first customer. Love that. We actually talked about you in episode 32, Deskland. Some good news for you. My best friend is expecting her first baby at the end of July. That's dope.
Oh, that's so fantastic. I was going to say amazing.
Kelsey said, I've been working on my self-discipline since listening to you guys, and I'm proud to say I'm currently working out at the hotel gym while on a work trip. Thank you for being my inspiration to be the best me.
I love that.
Everything in your fucking life starts with your discipline. Mm-hmm. It starts with the decisions that you make first thing in the morning. If your alarm goes off and you go, I can sleep for 5 more minutes, you're starting your day as a pussy. Mm-hmm. Your fucking alarm went off. Get out of bed, get your feet on the floor, and get fucking moving. Like, I don't know. I do really well when I have like a set schedule. Like if I go to bed every night at 9 and get up every morning at 4:30, like I can do that. Our schedule is not set anymore because there's nights where we don't even have dinner until 11 o'clock. Like our schedule is very fucked up, and I find myself waking up about 7:30 every day. But all of my most productive times are when I get up before everybody else does by like half hour to 45 minutes and can have that unfiltered time to check emails and like fire off shit to where it needs to go and like process my day and start making plans and then do my workout. Love that shit.
Yeah.
Love that shit. Can you please say that semi-thingy thing again? Semaglutide. Okay, so everybody knows about Titan Medical because we promote them because I currently am a patient through Titan Medical. When we started the podcast and we got around 20,000 subscribers, I reached out to them and was like, hey, we have a podcast. We have a bunch of people following us on TikTok. We believe in hormone replacement and we believe in blood work. Would you give us a code so that we can help people out? Well, now that we've got all these followers, I've reached out to them again and was like, hey, I would like a real sponsorship. We have 100,000 on TikTok. We have 1.7 million on 2 accounts on TikTok, or on YouTube and TikTok. We're fucking doing the thing. And I haven't even gotten an email back from them about it. I'm in contact with another person in another hormone replacement clinic that does the exact same thing Titan Medical does, but has slightly more availability in terms of products. And they are half the cost and they accept insurance.
Yes.
So I did my blood work yesterday. Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
I already have an appointment with the doctor, and the guy that I dealt with in terms of my initial setup through the company is going to come on the podcast soon. So for you guys who are interested in semaglutide or you're interested in hormone replacement therapy, just hold off like a week or two. And then we will, I should be able to give you a new code that will be able to save you some money on that. And because this place takes insurance, if you can get semaglutide prescribed from your doctor through insurance, it's like 50 or 60 bucks a month. But if you have to buy it without insurance through Titan, it's like $500 or $600. It's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And I think it's for 2 months. But Peaches, how did you overcome your trauma? We have similar stories, and your confidence, grace, and patience is so inspiring to me. Where did you start?
So it started with me recognizing that I can be a piece of shit human being.
All right.
My nose is runny, and it's hard for me to blow it with all this
Jewelry.
metal in my face. Yeah.
Angelica said, do you think Titan could help with PCOS hormones? I don't know, but I'm going to text the guy that I dealt with because he will respond fairly quick, and I will ask him, and he will tell me if they can, because we are going to be switching. Danielle Good. Is this the same Danielle Good that is in our chat right now that just sent us an email? That's a name I recognize. All right, let's see.
Oh, do you want to hear what my blood pressure was today?
Yes.
It was 80 over 128.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're like almost perfect.
Does that mean I'm healthy? Am I doing the thing?
You were doing the thing. All right.
I'm excited to get back into lifting. You know what I have stuck in my head?
Nope.
369. Damn you. Give it to me, baby.
That's funny. All right, Angelica, I just sent a message off to somebody that can answer me. That's with the hormone clinic that I'm working with right now. And as they give me information, I will pass it to you. Is it exclusive to Florida or in the States? I live in Alaska, so it can be confusing with those kind of things. I don't know if they ship to Alaska. I know that it's all telehealth. No dairy talk, please. I am dairy free. Were we talking about milk?
I don't know. I don't know what numbers are supposed to be over what numbers, but those were the numbers.
Super chat, Silent Reaper. It's my first time jumping on y'all's live, and I just wanted to say I love the dynamic y'all have and look forward to the future videos to help improve myself. Keep kicking ass, guys. We are going to keep doing that. Don't you worry. Ashley Green, how long will you be here? Got to attend kiddos. I don't know. What is this? 8, 9 o'clock? Probably another half hour, 45 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Beetroot for blood pressure. People, you guys do not underestimate the power of fucking beets.
I love getting the morning. I think it's called the morning sunrise drink from First Watch.
Yeah.
It has orange juice, beet juice, and something else in it.
Beetroot is the nitric oxide in beetroot can help with erection issues. It could help give you a better pump in the gym. Like the beet juice is the shit.
I really want to have, if we remodel the kitchen,
Yeah.
I want to have an area for all of the holistic things I want to have. That'd be so dope.
Beat Bears and Battlestar Galactica. I liked Battlestar Galactica. That was a good show. Got $1.99 from Kelsey. No
Oh,
text.
thank you.
Just $1.99. I work directly next door to a First Watch, and they are insane. I won't eat there.
Well, because they're busy? Why are they insane?
I think that the amount of fast food places and restaurants that people won't eat at is astonishing to me because they all have health code violations no matter where you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whole family is watching along with me. Husband and 1-year-old son. Hello,
Ooh.
husband of Brody.
Hello there.
Peaches Apothecary.
I love it.
Kelsey, what is your message? I'll read it anyways. I really enjoy beets. I make pickled beets every year. Is it any form of beets? I personally, with what the beets that I take is super beets. I heard it advertised somewhere once, and I bought it to try it, and I noticed that like I was vascular in the gym, which means I was getting blood flow. I was about it, so I know that it works. Peaches, since watching you guys, you've given me the confidence to be myself. I've always felt out of place with my facial piercings.
Oh, hell yeah.
I wish I could see your profile picture to see how bad your facial piercings are. Why would you feel out of place being yourself? Do you feel out of place because of your facial piercings?
No. I know people definitely watch me. I get watched everywhere I go. I know I get judged. I definitely get a lot of compliments. A lot of people like the symmetry of my facial piercings. My throat tattoo gets a lot of comments.
Charity said, been watching y'all for a month or so now, and I'm obsessed with your energy and dynamics. Any advice regarding losing weight with binge eating disorder?
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Drink a lot of water.
Fill up on water.
I also have binge eating. It is very hard for me not to binge eat, especially when I'm like depressed and I'm going through a cycle. Oh man. Drink a lot of water. Throw out all temptations in the house.
Yeah.
Don't buy your comfort foods.
That's the biggest thing.
Don't order out.
Yeah, if you don't have the sweets in the house, you're less likely to eat shitty food. So like if you know you're a binge eater, buy carrots. Buy anything green that is a vegetable. You can have as much green as you want because rule of thumb says that the green vegetables, broccoli, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, all of that shit, leafy anything, takes more energy for your body to digest than the carbs that are actually in the food. So you're not like it's empty calories, like, or it's not empty calories. They're just, it fills you up.
It's a filler.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if that person sent a comment after they sent their chat, and I'm not seeing it, or their super chat. I am a new viewer. You both have given me so much to think about, or a lot to think about. Thank you.
Oh, I love that.
I order my beetroot capsules from Amazon. Well, there you go. Maggie May, second job, saving for moving, partner balancing.
What?
Balancing question mark.
Oh, like balancing. What are you trying to balance?
Second job, saving for moving, partner balancing. That okay, guys, we need cohesive thoughts, not just individual words. Cucumber, purple horse, elephant, grape juice. Question mark.
Why is there only one green thing?
I don't know, because I'm trying to keep up, and that's the way my brain works.
Katrina said, Zach just throwing good girl out there so casually. I saw that and I was like, he fucking did not just.
Deanna said, I have the same one she does without the Filtrum. Thank you for calling it a Filtrum and not Medusa. That shit drives me up the fucking wall. Which I plan on getting. I've always felt that way because the rude remarks made to me my whole life. I get that the rude remarks happen, but I don't get them.
Yeah, I can see people look at me nasty. I might hear someone like under their breath, but I
don't hear that shit at all.
Oh yeah, no, why would they?
Because they're afraid that I'll punch them in the throat. There's a real fear of being hit in the face. When we went to St. Augustine, the whole time we were out, every time somebody walked by, I heard, damn, I wish I was tatted like that. Yeah. That's all I fucking heard. And I wanted to be like, find somebody that works in a kitchen and you'll get some tats, homie. Like, they're tattoos.
Right.
Like, I hate that fucking word. It's a me thing. I also don't like the word typo. If you're going to say it, it's a typographical error. But I find myself typing out typo because I'm fucking lazy. And now I just say autocorrect because it's the win.
Yeah.
Everybody gets it. I'm also interested in hormones trying to conceive in the next 3 years. He has not responded to me yet. But I will tell you what. I don't know if you are in Discord. I don't even remember who was even asking me that now. If you're in Discord, whoever you were that were asking about the hormones and PCOS, comment again. Let me know if you're in Discord. I'll write your name down. And then I can tag you in Discord if I hear back tomorrow. So, Desk Clan, $10. Wife hit a milestone in her workout, so we went and got her a new outfit. And for dinner, she wanted to eat out. I got them food, and I cooked open-face elk burger when we got home.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wild.
That's so dope. The milestone, the new outfit, everything. I love that.
Yep. Milestones are huge. You guys got to celebrate those small victories. If you don't celebrate those small victories, you will feel like you are constantly reaching for something that is unattainable. Celebrate the small things.
Yep.
Next super chat. Charity said, thank you so much for the advice. Do y'all accept emails about relationships with your own person? I wanted to send an email about my relationship with myself to get advice on how to level up. Sure, fuck it, send it. I mean, the worst that's going to happen is our screeners are going to go, nope.
Yep.
I want interesting stuff. I want emails that are like really well written. I would love to see emails that are follow-ups. I would love to see emails that are written between two people. What?
Continue. I don't want you to lose your thought.
It's gone.
Fuck. Zach said to be better calendar, but it's just me dressed up as different animals. And then I had a flash of, I don't know. I know for sure me and Zach, maybe you, maybe Jen wants to be a part of it. We're dressed up as animals, but we're doing like the cute baby poses with giant flowers and shit as the calendar.
I will operate the camera, but I'm not doing that.
I want to be an elephant. And I want to be a chunky elephant.
I like them big.
Like a little, I want to be a hippo.
Ashley said, how do you know if he's actually real when you're used to abuse, cheating, etc.? How do you know it's not lies and that the past won't repeat? I'm new to it.
I would be long-term friends with somebody before I even considered getting into a relationship.
Right. That's the point of the courting phase.
Yeah.
Get to know people before you sleep with them. I would like to know about the PCOS thing as well. I'm Moon Faye in there. Do you have my pen? Oh, no, it's there.
Dude, where's my car?
All right. Marina. I'm going to go back to that previous super chat from Ashley.
Okay.
You guys, when you meet somebody, if you've had a horrible past and you haven't worked through your bullshit from your previous relationship, don't fucking get in a relationship with someone. You are literally going to bring all of that baggage. And in the event that you find a really good person and you're holding on to all that baggage, you are going to fucking destroy your chances at happiness. And when that happens, you won't be able to blame anyone but yourself because you didn't fucking do the work in between relationships to heal before getting in with somebody else.
Right.
That's one. Second, court. Take the time to really get to know someone. Yeah. Find out who they are. Meet their friends. You know what I mean? Like learn about their relationships with other people and like the way that they communicate to you about their life and listen. Don't sleep with them for a while. Like take the time to really get to know people because once you start fucking them, things change. Like the energy inside of the relationship changes.
The chemistry within your brain changes.
Yep. All right. Marina Cortez, your post about a man's role, open doors, get gas for peaches, etc. has helped me understand why my newish suitor has asked me to agree to these things. I have begun to submit more. It's been wonderful. I have gotten so much fucking hate for that gas station video that I like almost deleted it.
Yeah.
It's got millions of views on it and half the comments are people ripping me apart. I can get my own fucking gas. I carry. I don't need a dude to get my gas for me.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Yep. I'm glad that you are falling into your feminine and allowing that to happen.
You know, I feel really good knowing I have a man who keeps me safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I can defend myself, knowing that there is somebody who is stronger than me who is also going to defend me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angelica. Okay, she is in Discord. Sorry, I gotta keep notes here. And nope. Terribly tired. All right. Chris's thought: better emails, follow-ups, details, couple emails. Is that what oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. I want real sustenance. The follow-up emails are dope because we can see how people have changed their life, and a lot of time we can go, here's what your problem was.
Yeah.
Because they'll tell you, like, since doing this, this, and this has gotten better. I'm like, okay, well, because you did this, this, and this is actually what was going on. That's why you fixed it.
Yep.
Episode 32, guys, comes out at the very last day of the month, the last Monday of this month. And there's a two email follow-up, and that's exactly what happened. We were reading the email, and I'm like, that was your fucking problem. This is why everything has changed.
You want to know what's crazy? Is we responded to her email. She didn't realize we responded to her email, continued listening to the content. Her relationship changed without our response.
Yep.
It's wild.
Yep. Maggie said, how can I effectively balance my time between my second job and spending quality time with my partner, all while saving money for our move to Alaska? That is a much more cohesive question.
I did not retain it.
This was the one that was all just words earlier.
Okay. How can I effectively balance my time between my second job and spending quality time with my partner, all while saving money for our move to Alaska? Okay, well, how many hours are you working a week? And do you guys have conflicting schedules?
Dedicated date nights. Schedule that shit. Put it in your phone. Tell your jobs, I can't work Wednesday nights from 8 to 10 o'clock. Got date night. Got to have that for the intimacy of my relationship, because otherwise I'm not going to want to be doing this anymore. You want me to be the best that I can be at my job, I need to have those nights. Best performer possible, as long as I have the quality time with my person. Priorities, motherfuckers. What? You gonna text it to me? Because you look like you're unsure you want to say it. Hannah said, is it me, or in recent years have a lot of people been diagnosed with hormone disorders like PCOS? This is not just you. It's everybody. You'd be surprised how many fucking people have things going on with their body now because of the foods that we're eating. Death Siren. You got... Oh, where'd it go? Oh, your content resonates a lot, even as poly. Our content should resonate because communication, love, and fucking understanding is universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say that. It's dirty.
I'm so funny.
We had somebody, I'd love a man to get my gas for me. We had somebody earlier on the video that I posted and was like, I don't agree with everything. Or what did he say? He said, oh, I'm queer and I'm in a relationship and I don't agree with everything you say, but I take the things that I find valuable and just discard the rest. And a comment. And I'm like, I don't understand why you being gay or queer has anything to fucking do with communication and understanding and love. So I'm glad that you're that. Good for you. But what does that have to do with having proper communication skills, understanding, and being present for your partner? Like,
I also don't understand why you feel the need to say that you agree with some things and discard the rest. That's what everybody does with every piece of information they absorb.
Yeah. Yep. Congratulations. You're like everyone else.
You're processing. That is the goal. Like that. Is he? Oh my gosh. Was it a he?
Mm-hmm.
Was he showing us that he was actively processing things out loud?
Maybe.
I mean, that's the goal, to process things and accept information and deny what you don't like. And even though there's differences, you can find the good in things. Good for him.
I need to be able to do like in Discord where you can do like the animated GIFs. Yeah. So it'd be like fireworks. And it'd be like, who cares? Cerulean Firefly. Missed the whole beginning of this live, but dropping in to say hello, got back into the gym today and feeling pretty awesome about it. Working to be better in every way. Thanks for always motivating.
I love that.
I love that everybody's going back to the gym. I fucking love being back in the gym. Dude, lifting again is pleasurable for me. Like I'm really enjoying it. I'm sore as shit.
Yeah.
But now that I got my blood work done, that'll stop in about 3 weeks as soon as I get back on my hormones. Stephanie said, gonna pick up overtime every month so I can join all your subscriptions. LOL. Well, I mean, you wouldn't need much. It's $15.
I have to say, we only have one subscription.
We have it for YouTube as well.
Oh, yeah.
But Patreon is the one you want to subscribe to. Patreon gets the most amount of content because YouTube takes a huge fucking chunk of what we make and Patreon doesn't. But we also want to start doing YouTube live, like YouTube subscriber lives only.
Where only you guys can comment.
Right. So that everybody can watch, but only the members can subscribe or can chat. Good night, Jenny.
Good night.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Are there any other super chats? Oh, wait. No, my chat's just not moving anymore.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There's nothing new.
Oh, look at that.
I had to, you had to see it, so I had to scroll back up. Anybody got anything else that they would like to discuss before we jump off here? My new job will have a gym. Very excited to cancel my membership and do it for free. Having my own personal gym is where it's at because I can blast whatever music I'm feeling like in the moment. There's never a wait for the equipment. I can just go out there and do my fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mandy said, if my babe filled my gas for me, I would cry. This is so sweet. He is sweet. I just don't have anything to put gas in yet.
You'll get there.
You will get there.
You have to let me know how it feels the first time it happens.
Brittany Jean Nelson, update on my Virginia Slim mom coming tonight. Thank you. Thank you to both of you.
I don't recall.
I don't either.
I need to refresh.
Oh, did they reply, Zach? Did you just check the fucking email? Yep. Okay, well, there you go. Zach's on top of shit. I didn't even get that notification. All right, so there you go, guys. If you wanted to know if hormone replacement therapy can help with PCOS, yes, it can. Matrix, just wait. Give it like a week, and I will have all of that shit. I will do a standalone video on YouTube explaining what it is, and we will be doing an interview with the guy that I did my intake with. Just be patient. A week, 2 weeks tops, and I'll have all that shit out. If you start jumping into things now, you may spend more money than you need to spend because this new company takes insurance and they're half the price of Titan. So just stand by on that. I work 60 hours. I work 60-hour weeks and don't have days off. I work double shifts on weekends and he has weekends off. I understand that she asked your schedule, but this comes down to making something a priority. Mm-hmm. If you want it bad enough, you can do it.
Yeah.
I've worked 70, 80-hour work weeks and still made time for dates. You prioritize the things that you want. Work life sucks, and if you overwork yourself and you spend all of your energy in life working, everything else that you hold dear is going to fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
It's going to create problems in your life. Lorraine said, I wish more men would talk like Chris and open and transparent. They are automatically closed off and dismissive. Why? Immature emotionally. I wouldn't say immature emotionally. I would say that it's learned behavioral traits because when it comes down to it, we are so used to having our emotions and our vulnerabilities thrown back in our fucking face and weaponized against us that it's not worth it to be vulnerable with people. That, and I believe that a lot of people weren't taught how to be vulnerable or have the words to express their emotions. The inability to articulate themselves. Why can't I think of the fucking word I'm looking for? I quit.
Was that it?
I don't know. I quit. You both have given me the courage to actually start a workout routine in the morning. I don't know how we gave you the courage for that, but fuck yeah for doing it. I'm insecure about going to the gym. Any pointers? All right, guys. For all of you who have gym issues, every single person in the gym started exactly where you're at. Every one of them. And you will be so fucking shocked at the amount of people who will help you in the gym if you simply ask for it.
Yeah.
Because everyone there is there to get better. And the bigger the person is in the gym, like the more muscular they are, the more likely they are to take somebody under their wing and give them advice. I fucking promise you, if you walk up to anyone in the gym and go, hey, do you know how to use this machine? They will fucking show you how to use it. Like, it is a community in there. It's very different than people think it is. You may have those weird gym creepy people. I'm not saying those don't exist. But people do want to help.
Yeah. There was one morning I was using the leg press machine when we were still going to the gym. And I was having a hard time, like I was struggling with the weight. And I was like, come on, bitch, like you got this, you can do it. And a dude saw I was struggling. He was like, hey, do you need help with that? And I was like, I appreciate it, but I was like, I got to do this. I got to prove it to myself. I can fucking.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, people are super willing to help and they're super understanding.
Yeah. Noe said, is this new company in Texas as well? I actually think that the guy that I'm talking to is in Texas, but their base camp is in Tampa. But everything is done through telehealth and the mail. So is it possible to find that person? Damn it. Fucking screen jumped. Is it possible to find the person that helps you while you're healing? They love the way you love and been a dream come true, and you see your past disappear because I truly believe it is. I don't know. I don't think that people can help you heal. I think that you have to heal yourself, and the best they can do is be understanding. So, Death Clan said, yeah, $675 with Titan for everything they recommended, which means they probably did testosterone, HCG, or whatever they give you to keep your natural test production going. A Arimidex, which I think they call Romidol or some shit like that, which is just basically a Arimidex. They probably try to give you Titan Complete and then something else. Because, well, no, that makes sense because just those three things would have been right around $600. New patron. Yes, Matrix is nationwide. Guys, just be patient on the Matrix thing. It's coming. As soon as I have that information, I promise you I will make a video and I will give you all the information I have. And we'll be able to go from there. I would really like to help you guys do that shit. I just don't want you to overpay. And if I can get you a deal, I'm going to. Lisa said, I hope you like the journal.
I love it. It's sitting in my plant area right now. It has a dedicated little shelf.
Yep. She said, if not, feel free to pass it off or gift it to someone. I don't remember if I wrote that in the note or not. She actually really did enjoy that journal. She opened it up and then afterwards she thumbed through it after we were off camera. She's about it. So you did good with that. Good job. First time my husband pumped my gas for me, I thought it was a Southern thing. Well, I mean, it is because Southern men have more manners than the rest of the world or rest of the country. How do you learn to work out in a natural progression? I don't know where to start. YouTube. Fucking YouTube everything. What podcast episode will the red and green apple jars be in?
Oh, I have this one. I still don't have one for the green apples, but I need jars to put them into. So I really need 4 jars, which is a conundrum because I don't have 4 jars.
Yeah.
That's the right word to use here, conundrum.
Well, we just have to get you more jars.
Pardon me while I Google this.
Letitia said, do you have any advice for someone who does not know how to process compliments and words of affirmation? I've been conditioned to believe that emotions are a weakness. A compliment or word of affirmation is an emotion. That's not an emotional thing. I wouldn't see that as a weakness. I think that, I mean, my own perspective on that is that if you have a hard time processing compliments and words of affirmation, it's because they're self-loathing. And I think that's a deeper issue than seeing emotions as a weakness.
Right.
And emotions aren't a weakness. The way that you respond to your emotions can be a weakness. Everyone has emotions. Everyone. Even Buddhist monks have them. They've just trained themselves on how to process and respond.
Yeah. They have learned to take control of their body.
Right. Instead of it controlling them. It's the Hulk.
That's what I'm teaching the kids right now.
Yep. I got her number. How do you like them apples? Ashley Green, them understanding is what helps. It's amazing. I'm on a strict budget. I just don't want to miss any content because I love you guys. Well, there's a lot of content that you're missing if you're not in Patreon because we do early releases. We do our vlogs over there. We do once a week live streams on Patreon, and we're working on moving the book breakdowns that we've been doing on. All the book breakdowns are going to Patreon.
Yeah.
Yep. I started at Planet Fitness because they were 24 hours and I could go when no one was there. Machines had pictures, and then I switched to a real gym. I gotta be honest. I know people who fucking are huge, like big cut, huge dudes who fucking train at a Planet Fitness because it's cheap. So.
That's the one, the Virginia Slim, where the mom walked in during the live.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, I have goosebumps.
That's funny. I forgot all about that. How do you learn to adapt to new things and figure things out on your own. I constantly need one-on-one help to figure stuff out, and it hinders my learning. That sounds like you are allowing that to be a crutch.
It sounds like you were never allowed to do things as a child.
Right.
Like if you drop something as a kid, somebody would pick it up for you and hand it to you. I bet your mom spoon fed you a little bit too long and you didn't develop motor skills properly, and that was an issue as a child.
That's pretty rough. You really believe that? Or are you trying to be funny?
I mean, that could be a possibility. I mean, like, look how I constantly need one-on-one help to figure things out.
Yeah.
So if you are unable to like sit down and figure things out, that's just a pure assumption on my end. I'm not trying to be funny. No.
I think that when it comes down to it, you need to just be forced to live on your own for a little while.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised at what you're fucking capable of when you're forced to do it by yourself.
Yeah. Don't be afraid of things. Don't be afraid of fucking things up. Don't be afraid of exploring. And
yeah, the worst that's going to happen is you're going to learn something.
Mm-hmm.
Cerulean Firefly said there was a super ripped dude working out at Planet Fitness this morning. I mean, like, you could see every muscle on this dude. Can't knock Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness was designed to be like the anti-bodybuilding gym. Mm-hmm. And like one of their things was that they had pizza once a month at the gym.
I love pizza.
That's not something you'd want to do at the gym, though. The whole point is to go in there and get fit, not fucking get fat.
Right.
But it's a great business plan. Got to keep the weight on them to keep them coming. Yep.
I hope that wasn't offensive, that little thought process I had. That was me just trying to...
For being malicious, I needed to know you were being malicious because I wasn't sure.
I was not being malicious.
I'm more afraid to mess things up in a more significant way, such as finances and legal things.
See, that's why context matters.
Yeah. The road to success is paved with failures, mistakes, and learning. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in failure.
Learning.
Right. If you learn from it, you didn't fail, you fucking learned something. So I guess I shouldn't say that because my biggest fear in life is failure. Like going back to where I started, like that would suck for me. Mm-hmm. And I would have learned a whole lot of lessons and I would probably be able to get back to where I am because I have the knowledge on how to do it now. I wouldn't want to have to start over. So like I would see that as a failure, even though I learned all the lessons. But in like the grand scheme of things, the more you learn, the better off you're going to be.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Been listening to you for a little while. You guys have opened my eyes. Currently stuck in a rut with controlling narcissist man. And that was the end of that. They deleted it. Where'd it go? Yep, they must have deleted it.
Yeah, I think it did. I saw something in the chat move.
Peaches, do you color your hair yourself?
I do.
What brand do you use?
So I just try whatever new thing I want to try if it might be nicer to my hair or something. This is a mixture of Arctic Fox and Manic Panic. I have to redo my hair. I have to bleach the roots.
Failure begins where growth ends. Somebody said I don't go to Planet Fitness because the ones around me are super on top of you about any sounds you make with the equipment. So as somebody who has owned a gym, somebody who has had a bench press over 400 pounds for reps, somebody who has deadlifted more than 500 pounds, squatted more than 500 pounds for reps, overhead pressed 135 pound dumbbells for sets. Like I was strong as fuck at one point. The amount of people that would come into a gym and throw weight around and make a bunch of fucking noise to get attention while I'm over there moving 2 to 3 times the amount of weight that they're moving and not slamming things around. You don't have to be loud when you go to the gym.
Yeah.
I can understand if you're about to drop weight on yourself and you have to let go of it and abandon the lift because you could get hurt. That's a very different thing than doing 20-pound curls and throwing weight on the ground. Go, Who the fuck does that? There's no reason for that. If you can't put the weight down on the floor, like if you're overhead pressing 100-pound dumbbells and you can't bring them to your chest and set them on your knees and then set them on the ground quietly, you have no business lifting the 100-pound dumbbells. Go back to the 30s. Learn how to properly lift and load your dumbbells and deload your dumbbells, and then work your way back up to the hundreds. It's going to make you fucking stronger. You're going to have better control of the weight, and you're going to be less likely to get hurt. I have no sympathy for people who throw fucking weight around and make a bunch of noise in the gym. Even when I tore my titty the first time while we were lifting, what did I do?
Oh, you brought it back to you.
I brought it to my chest. And then I sat up with it.
Yeah, there was one time where you dropped the weight. And there was one time, because, no, there are so many injuries. You've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you've never been loud. You've never dropped the weight. You never screamed.
You don't need to do that shit. There's no reason for it.
Yeah. There were definitely times when I would go to the gym in the mornings and I'd be over there doing like my shoulder workouts and I would see those dudes in those super thin tank tops with their nipples out.
Stringers, yeah.
And they're doing like 50-pound curls and they drop the weight and they have done the fucking huh. And they're in the mirror fucking going like that and shit. Come on. Come on.
You know how good it feels to go lift next to those dudes and outwork them?
You know how good it feels to know that I'm married to that?
I went to we had a U-Fit around here that had one squat rack in the gym. And Saturday's leg day. Always has been. And I had a duffel bag, like a big duffel bag. It was actually a flag nor fail bag that had my dip belt, which was a spud belt that had a chain on it. It had my actual lever belt because I've power lifted my whole life. Like I had all the equipment, gym chalk. I had the fat grips in there. Like I brought my own fucking D handles. I had all my gym shit in this bag. And I walked into the gym one day and there was a guy that had the bar for the squat rack on the ground. And he had a bench, a vertical bench in the squat rack. And he was using dumbbells to do overhead presses in the squat rack. And he stood up and he was like stretching and his fucking little bench was in there. And I took that gym bag and right underneath of the mirrors, they had diamond plating. And I threw that thing as hard as I could against the diamond plating. Boom! Fucking loud as shit. And I looked at the dude and I was like, you got 5 fucking seconds to get out of the squat rack. Mm-hmm. He was like, oh, I'm done, man. I'm fucking done. And he like moved his shit real quick and moved out of the squat rack. And I started loading up the bar and the manager came over. And it was somebody that was like a client of ours from the shop. And they were like, did you just threaten someone? I was like, no, I don't threaten people.
No.
And they were like, they said you threatened him. I was like, no, I told him he had 5 seconds to get out of the squat rack because he was doing overhead presses on this bench with dumbbells. And she looked at me and looked at him and looked at me and walked back to the desk. Had that been anyone other than one of our clients, I would have totally got kicked out of that gym.
Yeah.
I did get kicked out of that gym like 3 weeks later.
Eventually you did.
Yep. I'm not, I don't have chill when I'm in that mindset. I just don't. Patron. Eddie Hall is a character, though. He does that for comedic effects. I work at my local auditor office, and we recently helped a local TikTok influencer take safeguards to protect their family because people are crazy. If y'all would like tips, let me know. I have zero concerns about that. I live in the gunshine state. You know that the constitutional carry thing is now legal here.
Yeah.
Yep, as of the 1st.
Okay.
No more permits. Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because we need to have a conversation what that means that I can carry on me.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Because there's a limiting factor to that needs to be discussed.
Right.
But otherwise, you can, as long as it's concealed, you can carry your pew-pew everywhere with no permit now. So you just can't take it into federal buildings or bars.
Oh, fantastic. I never really attend either of those.
Right.
And when I say never really attend either of those, I mean I went to a federal building today. And I have not been to a bar in over a year.
Yeah. Megan said, eating a slice of pizza a month at Planet Fitness is not going to make you fat. Going overboard and not having discipline with food makes you fat. No. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Would have never guessed that. Gunshine State, that was more open to everyone. Okay. Did I threaten you or did you feel threatened? LOL.
That's a good sentence.
Florida, where people go. Yeah, that is a good sentence. That needs to be on a fucking t-shirt. Mm-hmm. Pure Sugar said, Florida, where people go to die from Fort Misery, going to be visiting in 2 weeks. We used to joke and say that Florida was death's waiting room. That's not the case anymore, though, thanks to all the fucking politics that's happened over the last 8 years. Well, 6 years, I guess. Florida's become the free state of Florida. Ohio has Constitution carry as well. That's good. I didn't know. I actually didn't even know that was a thing in Ohio. I thought that Ohio was one of those states that was was not firearm friendly. I want to move to Florida, but I don't want my shirt to stick to me all the time. The trick is, regulate your temperatures inside and don't leave your fucking house. I wish New York was like that with pew pews. I hate it here. If it wasn't for Albany and New York City, you wouldn't have to worry about that. It would be like that with pew pews. Ready to call it? You're over there starting to get...
I want to cuddle on the couch and eat my bananas.
And watch Cobra Kai?
Watch Cobra
Or
Kai.
do you want to watch Invasion?
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I need a break from Invasion. That
Stresses
shit
you
is
out, huh?
Scary. It's very... making me prepare for situations that... Oh, God.
Yeah.
I need to pray.
Hannah said, Florida Man headlines are about to get a whole lot more interesting. No, they're not, actually, because as people try to eat people's faces, they're just going to get fucking shot now.
Yep.
Ohio just passed it a year ago. That's good to know. Are you guys still taking emails? I know you have like 28 or so episodes. We're actually at 32 episodes.
We are.
And we are still taking emails. We have things that we don't discuss in email. So if you're going to send us an email, leave out any details on DV, SA, or child abuse. We don't want to hear any of that shit.
Yep.
I got to be honest. I would rather you not include shit from your childhood because it doesn't matter. You're an adult now.
Yeah.
So leave all that shit out of it. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, if you haven't worked through your childhood shit yet, that's the problem. Don't even bother sending an email. That's the problem. Work through your childhood shit. Florida Man jumped into an alligator pen recently at an amusement park. Fucking people, man. Can you plug expedited emails before you sign off? Why, sure, Zach, I can. I grew up in South Florida. I've seen and heard more than needed, excluding Florida Man. Looking forward to more pods. Peach is the shit, by the way. Smoke with me.
Oh,
So-
is that me?
Yeah. So, guys, we are doing expedited emails. For those of you who want to have your emails read and you don't want to wait, it is $50. You can go to tobebetter.co, click on downloads, and there is a form you can fill out. You fill out the form, one of our screeners will read it, and then they will get back to you on how to submit payment if your email is valid to be read, and then we will read them live Sunday night. You will be in a Discord chat
Yep.
so that you can hear us in real time, so that you can answer any questions that we have, and it is the closest thing to coaching that you will get.
Yeah.
And it's worth every bit of your $50 if you want to have like a real conversation with us, because we can ask the questions, you can answer it, and we can give real time dialogue.
Yeah.
So,
And it usually takes about an hour to get through an email.
yeah, it does.
So an hour with a therapist right now is about $120.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Alaska has always been open carry. Wouldn't call it gun shine though. Too cold. Yeah, you got beautiful country up there though.
I would love to live in Alaska.
We could go up there. We have I have friends that live in Alaska, and I have somebody that has a Airbnb style property that you got to be flown to and then taken by train to get to. And you have to bring all your own food and shit though, because there's no stores. Like it's remote.
That would be an experience.
Yeah. Yep.
I
All
would
right.
also want to take a helicopter trip to a glacier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything in time, babe. Looking to move, which is better, Tennessee, North Carolina, or South Carolina? Depends on where in Tennessee you go, but Tennessee. Tennessee does not have an income tax. North Carolina is becoming San Francisco 2.0. Don't live anywhere near on the west side of Tennessee. You want to avoid the Memphis area as much as you can. If there info in the Discord for the one-on-one, there's not info in the Discord for one-on-one. We don't do one-on-one. We do the expedited email is going to be the closest you guys get to that. Thank you for all you do. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you for the super chat. I'd love to have the chance. So hard to fight to write an email without having word vomit. Way too many things. Yeah, we're not doing one-on-one phone calls, guys. That might happen in the future, but right now we're just not. It's not a thing for us.
Okay. I'm ready to get off.
Yeah? All right, guys. With that being said, Kelsey, thank you for the $1.99. We appreciate that.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you all for the super chats, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Yep. We will see you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.